slates short. 5 slates short, getting to the top. That's one whole corner done. And it may not seem like I've done much because it's gone quite quick with these big slates, but it's a big amount of this roof ticked off to get a quarter of this whole roof done. It's the biggest roof we've got left so far, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. Tomorrow I'll get this side prepped with all the copper guttering and everything so that when the lads are back they can start slating this side. So this morning a load of electrical stuff arrived. It's all the stuff to bring power properly into the chateau. So now that I've finished that corner, I'm going to get off the roof for a little bit and go have a mess about with all that stuff. Currently, we've got 3-phase coming into the chateau, which is 400 volts, which means we've got 3 live wires and 1 neutral. Now, we don't need this many, so what we're going to do as it comes in, we're going to divide this off into 230 volts, 230 volts, and 230 volts. This one will provide all the power for the basement, which is going to have the most draw with the kitchen and washing machines and things like that. This will supply the next 2 levels up, and this will supply the 2 levels after that. That don't make sense, don't worry about it. We've had an electrician come, talk us through step by step what needs to happen, what things to buy. I've got everything now to get the first setup. We'll have 1 main fuse board and all this splitting will happen there. After that, we have separate fuse boxes on each level, which makes it easier to run wires just between the level rather than up and down the length of the chateau. Okay, well that's all the main fuse board all wired up. I've actually only made this one live for now. I'll make the other two live when we come round to it. It's going to be a while before we need them. Not quite dry. I've made an oak board. On top of this oak board is going to sit. That'll all be mounted on this shaped oak board, and underneath it a little laser cut map of what each button does and labelling. All very nice. And I know it may seem like a lot, but I think it's important that everything that's inside the chateau, whether it's the workings, whether it's a room in the basement, whether it's, you know, where the water separates, I think it's important at this stage to just do everything the best I can do it and keep that consistency of doing things right and proper going from the bottom of the chateau all the way up, and just the joy as well of seeing everything just nice and organised and like someone's really thought about it, you know, at a stage where we're not adding bits on and there's not an extra change here. It's all completely fresh, so we can do it properly first time. I'm excited about all this behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, a good quarter of the roof done. I'm so happy I finally got in the flow with that and actually got a huge amount done just on myself. So tomorrow I'll prep all the other side, get all the prep work done, and then come next week hopefully we can all attack that. Pretty much I think we'll be basically have that roof done by the end of that week. Anyway, see you tomorrow.